Welcome to my 2024 Notion tour video. I am so excited to be sharing this with you guys. In 2023, I started utilizing Notion, and ever since then, I have seen such a dramatic shift in my life. I feel like Notion has just made it so much easier for me to track the goals that I want to achieve. So it's been such a huge game changer in my personal self-development era. Since last year was my first year using Notion, this year's Notion is a lot more simple. It's clean, and how I like to explain it is for the productive lazy girl. You have everything you need in one page. It's not too cluttered. I'll give you guys a tour of everything in my Notion, and then we'll dive deeper into some of the pages. I'll also link in the description below resources that I use to help you as you're customizing your own Notion template or building off of mine, which is what I hope you do. And then as always, I included chapters in this video, so feel free to skip around. Without further ado, let's get into it. Awesome, so I know you guys are ready to dive right in, but I'm going to quickly show you how to download my Notion template. So all you have to do is scroll down to the description box of this video, select download my 2024 Notion, and it's going to take you to this site called Gumroad. I have really exciting news, but this template will be free until Valentine's Day of 2024, and then after that it'll be a small cost of $5. But if you feel called to, throw in a little bit something between now and February 14th and support my small channel, that would mean so much to me. But you just watching this video, subscribing, liking, commenting, that is already so much support as it is. So thank you guys for even clicking on this video. But once you name a fair price, all you're gonna do is select I want this. It's gonna take you to this checkout page. You'll select get, and then it will take you to this screen, and all you have to do is select this download my 2024 Notion. You will select duplicate, and then it will transfer into your personal Notion. So it's as easy as that. Now, once you download my template, it will take you to this page. And as you guys will see throughout this template is that I have a bunch of how-tos to help guide you as you guys are learning about my template. But of course, you'll have access to this video. But I would highly, highly, highly recommend making this a space of your own. I want you guys to change the aesthetics, change the colors, add new components, whatever makes it a place that you want to continually visit every single day. I would highly recommend doing that. What I do as well is I also watch other content creators like Jules Acri, Jenna Hong. I try to see how they utilize their Notion template and see if there's elements that I can bring from their videos into my own space. This template is really meant to be a starting point, and you can make it whatever you want to, but I think that this is a really great place to start. If there are other things that you guys want to implement into this hub, you definitely can, and I'll show you guys how you can make this homepage and all the pages here customizable for yourself. So now actually going into my setup, the first thing you will see is this 2024 goals toggle. This toggle, you'll be able to view your monthly goal and your yearly goals. And this actually links out to a separate page, and that page is where I actually do all of my goal setting every single month. This is really just meant to be a quick visualization of all of my goals that I can view on the go. And we'll talk about that page later on in this video, but I wanted to quickly show you this. The reason I did it this way is because last year I realized that I was setting goals and I was forgetting about them, or I didn't have an efficient way to track the status of my goals. This is really meant to fix that. So as you can see here, I can see a goal that I have, and then I can easily track the status of it. Another reason that I do have this quick overview is because it helps ensure that I'm able to achieve my goals throughout the week. Below this toggle, you'll see I have my weekly planner. Every day, every week, I go in here and I write out all the daily tasks that I need to complete, like fold laundry, return a package, go to the gym, all those mundane tasks that I need to complete every day. But what I'm starting to do when I am planning out my week is opening up this 2024 toggle and actually creating tasks and allocating time to complete that goal in the week. Actually go into my personal Notion so you guys can see this firsthand. So this is what my personal Notion looks like. As you can see, I have my 2024 goals up here for January, and I already started planning out my week. So one of the goals you'll see I have up here for social is plan out and execute on all Hawaii social content. This hasn't been started yet, so I'm going to Hawaii in exactly 1 week from today, so I want to make sure on Wednesday I start planning out all of my Hawaii videos. After work, I sit down, I allocate to that because that is a goal that I wanted to complete this month. What you'll also see on the left-hand side is this running list block. So what I like to do is if there's any tasks that I randomly remember throughout the day, like, oh shoot, I need to return this Amazon package, or I need to set up this appointment, put this as a running task. And then when I'm ready to execute and do this task, I'll go ahead and just easily move it on Tuesday, and I have it planned out for the week. So that's how I do running tasks. I also have a running low area. So anything that I'm running low on at home, I'll add a new item so that next time I'm at Target or I'm at Costco or I'm shopping, I go, okay, is there anything that I need at home that I'm running low on? That way I don't forget next time I go shopping. I also have this 2024 ins and out list, and in the Notion hub that I'm sharing with you guys, there's an area for you guys to put all of your ins and outs for this month as well. Very cool, quick overview to show you guys how I use my weekly planner as well as my 2024 goals. I do want to mention that you should have a filter already selected to view your goals for that month. But if you can't see that, how to easily add that is all you do is go to filter and you select month, select whichever month that we're in. So for January, you'll see only your January goals. Just making sure every single month you're going here and updating the filter so you're seeing the correct goals. And as you scroll down, you'll see that I also have this weather forecast widget. I got this from indify.co, which you can have a free account for. And I love Indify because it's a really easy way to make your Notion more aesthetic. And all you have to do is go to this link that I put in, and then if you want to add a new widget, all you do is add new widget. You select which one you want. So if you need to change the weather one, you go in here. I type in the location. You can do all of these other things here. For me personally, I only have the free subscription, but I think you can upgrade to Pro if you need. Play with all the settings here, and then once you're ready to put that in your Notion, all you do is copy to your clipboard. To easily change this, you can just do replace and embed that link. It's as easy as that. I have a few Indify widgets here, so just wanted to quickly show you guys that app that I use. Now going back to my personal hub, this next section I like to refer to as my productivity area. So on the left, you see I have like this quick links bucket. Every page that I just want to quickly get to and do some more deeper planning, I will. So I have my content area, my goal planning, and then my random notes. And we'll dive deeper into each of these pages, like I said, a little bit later on. The only one that I won't dive into is because I didn't personally build this and it wasn't something that I thought of on my own, is this content map. This is actually one that was designed by Jules Acri that I have been using for the past year and a half or going on 2 years now, and I've been loving it. So I'd highly recommend checking out Jules Acri for more of that content creation, how she tracks her social media content. This is just where I have my quick links. I have just a little quote here to remind myself to trust the seeds you're planting, but you can change that to whatever visual you like. And then I also have my word of the year here at the very bottom. So this year, my word is abundant. So knowing that my life is abundant, I am not lacking, I have everything I need plus more. In the middle section here, this is a way for me to view all of my databases. I personally don't use Google Calendar because I have my own Outlook calendar for work that I'm on every single day, 5 days a week. This is really just to help me track all of my life events. So if I'm going to dinner with any of my friends, if I have any appointments, this is where I would track any of that. And all you have to do, if this is what you want to use to track your life events, is add an item, you name it. So let's say dinner with friends. I usually like to add a little icon to make it more aesthetic, and then you can change the date. So I'll include in time, let's say 8 p.m. on the 25th. That event has gotten added. So what I also like to do when I'm planning out my week is like I'll go into here and say, okay, I have a Harlow appointment, I have an appointment here. Let me go into my weekly planner and make sure I'm tracking that. I also realized that we have another Friendsmas, a super late Friendsmas on Friday, 8 p.m. So I'll put that in. So that's how I utilize this, and then it's so easy to just delete an item. You just right click it and then select delete. What's also cool with this as well is you can create templates. So I have like a quarterly deep clean template that I'll use and put every 3 months. I can go in and just like, okay, here's everything that I need to do for a quarterly deep clean. So you have access to that quarterly deep clean that you guys can use as well. And templates are so easy to set up. The other one that I have that I'm excited to share with you guys too is this habit tracker. So this is what my habit tracker looks like. I currently have 9 habits that I'm tracking right now. I'll go into here and check off which ones I've completed. The really cool thing is that this chart on the right hand side will update, so I can see like, have I been hitting all of my habits? How have I been doing? Is it something that I've been becoming more consistent on? And I'll show you guys in a second. That's how I'm tracking my habits this year. And then I also have my posting schedule here to keep track of all the things that I want to post. But let's say you have a database, like let's say you're still in school and you want to add that to your productivity area, just so it's a bit easier for you to just quickly go to that page and track everything you need. All you have to do is select a new view and then select whichever database that you need. As you can see, I like having everything laid out in one page. For me personally, if I have to click around too much, I get overwhelmed. Like, I just need everything at the tip of my fingers, and then maybe once a month I go into those specific pages and do more of that deep planning. After the productivity area, we scroll down into miscellaneous pages. So this is where I have all of my random notes that I just want to keep track of in my life. One that I end up sharing with you guys that you'll find in your template is this 2024 travel plans, which we'll dive into the next section. And then I also carried over this recipes tab that I had in my last 2023 Notion. But essentially, I gave you guys some of my favorite recipes that I've been making, and I utilize this to keep track of any of the recipes I find on TikTok and want to remember. So I embedded the video link, and then I also put like what ingredients I would need and then directions here. Trying to utilize that a little bit more, because what I hate is when I cook something so good and then I forget how to make that recipe. And the last one is this page dump file. Sometimes when I'm creating new pages, it ends up on my home screen. It looks just like really weird. So I use this page to catch all of those things. Let's do a deep dive on some of these pages so I can help you guys when you are setting up your Notion. So the first one, I want to go into the goal planning page. As I mentioned earlier, this is the page where I go into every single month and plan out all of my goals. Before you do any goal planning, if you've already done it, I still would recommend this, but Jay Shetty came out with a new podcast called The Only 7-Step Goal Method You Need to Become Who You Are, and I linked it for you guys. But this was such a good listen, and I wish I heard this in 2023 when I was goal planning, but I loved the way that he thinks about setting goals. And if you're looking for different ways on how to approach goals, would highly recommend giving this podcast a listen to. So I linked that for you guys, and then I also have this prompt here at the top if you guys want to answer that before you go into goal setting. But how this page works is that what I like to do is, this board is like for visualization, but when I'm writing out my goals, I have this table here. I have the status bar, so if it's started, the category. This year, the 5 areas that I have is financial, social, personal, health, and wellness. So you can update these, delete any that you don't want, add any that you want. I have an area to write the goal name, and then I also have an intention area. So when I have goals, I also want to make sure that I know the intention and my why behind having to do that. So for example, I want to have a better and more intentional morning and night skincare routine. The reason why I want to do this and what I intend to do in 2024 is learn more about my skin type and take the steps that I need to make sure that my skin is well taken care of. That's my goal in 2024, and that's what I intend to do. And then I also have this habit and action areas. So what am I going to do to achieve that goal? I'll set up quarterly facials. I'll do more skincare research. This is like an example of a habit that I've created, and you can write if it's a high, medium, or low priority for you. You can also say, okay, this is a short-term goal. For me, I say that anything that's between 1 to 6 months, that's short-term. Mid-term takes 6 to 12 months, and anything longer than a year is a long-term goal. And then we also have the goal year. When you scroll down, I also have this 2024 wins and accomplishments. Something I realized last year is that even if I don't reach all of my goals at the end of the year, there are still small wins and accomplishments that I have achieved. And so every month when I'm reflecting on my goals, I want to input what are the small wins and accomplishments I achieved, so that come December 31st, 2024, I can look back on my life and be like, wow, you know what? Maybe I didn't achieve this one specific goal, but look at all of my small wins and look at how far I've come since the beginning of this year. So that's the section I have here. And then at the very bottom, the monthly goals, very similar to the yearly goals. So you have your status, your category, what's the goal that you want to achieve the month that it's for, the year that it's for, and then you can also put habit, the action, and what you intend to do. The next page I want to dive into is habit tracker. So I have a how to set up this habit tracker right here, so you guys can reference this, and it goes step by step on how to add it to your productivity area, how to rename your habits, and then also how to set up your graph. But we're gonna go into this in more detail together. There's actually a habits tracking page that I created for you. Choose anywhere between 5 to 10 habits. And so I also linked the YouTube video that I watched to create this. He creates buttons. I don't use those, but feel free to implement that in your Notion if you'd like. If you want to reference how I created this tracker, he also explains it really well. He shows you how to set up the chart, so I don't feel like I need to tell you guys how to do that because he does this here. So if you want to reference how to set up the chart, recommend checking out his YouTube video. But what I will walk you through is how to utilize this and how to add it to your main homepage. Before you even do anything, I want you to sit down and think about what are the habits that you want to achieve. So for example, maybe it's read 5 pages a day, wake up 5 a.m., do your skincare routine, journal, walk, drink 80 ounces of water. So that's 6 habits. You can see here that I have this 6 habit tracker. So all you're gonna do is, you don't even have to go to this page. I'm just showing you that this is where I inputted his YouTube video for you guys to reference. But from this homepage, all you have to do, add an item. You're going to go for however many habits you end up choosing. So let's say, for example, we do the 6 one, so habit tracker 6. We're gonna add that. As you see here, it added to your database view. So super easy. And then if you wanna go in here and rename your goals, let's say these are not your goals, you just click on this, rename, and you can go in, edit every single one. So then every day you go in here, you just add a new item, it populates, and you just check off all the habits that you've completed for that day. And then once you have your chart set up, so recommend watching that guy's YouTube on a more in-depth video on how to set up the chart, and I also have steps here. But once you have that chart, make sure that you replace this embed link with that new embed link that you created, and then you'll see that your habit tracker is being updated. Otherwise, you'll be seeing my habit tracker. The thing I want to show you guys is this random notes page. One that I shared with you guys is my 2024 travel plan. So this is for all my girls who are trying to travel in 2024 and need a place to track your itinerary, all of that good stuff. I gave you guys the template that I'm going to use this year when it comes to traveling. If you don't need this section, feel free to skip this part of the video or just delete it off your template. But this is what I'm using. So here it takes you to this first page. This page just shows me all the trips I'm planning to take this year. So I'll log all of that information so I can put the location, the status of it, like have I booked my flight? Have I booked my stay? Is this just planning, in the planning stage right now? I can put that here. I also put like tentative month, because sometimes, you know, you plan stuff with your friends and you're not sure if you're really gonna make it out the group chat. So I just put, okay, this is what my friends talked about. This is what we're saying we're gonna do. Until it's official, I'll go ahead and actually put the travel dates. And then I can also put the purpose of it, like if I'm going with my friends, my family, is it for work, or is it like also will like, so if we create a new one, let's say we're gonna go to San Diego. We can open this page, and I created this new template for you guys to use. So you'll just select this template with the airplane and it will take you to here. And I tell you how you can change this destination on the map. It's just through an embed link, which is super easy. Again, how to change the weather forecast if you'd like, how to easily edit this schedule. But what I like to do is in this table view, I'll add the activity. The tags are like how long it'll take me to get there from whatever destination, the date we plan on doing it. So this date, you'll have to go into every single time you create a new plan. You can delete all of these or just rename them. You want to change it to every single day that you're out there on vacation. If there's an address, a confirmation number, and then you can also, this is something that we're starting to plan, or if we need to book something, or if we already had it booked, and then the actual calendar property for it as well. So if you want to see like the calendar view of your itinerary, that's how to do that. And then also at the very bottom is your bookings. And then this is also where I like to track my budget. So like how much the flight was, how much the stay was, is there any activities that we're doing that I paid for beforehand? So that's where I like to track all of that down here. For example, I'll show you guys what my travel plan looks like right now. So this is what it looks like for the year for me. If I go to my upcoming one, this is one that I've been planning. This is what my Oahu itinerary looks like. So I have the map of Hawaii, what the weather is going to be like. Here's what my days look like throughout the week when I arrive, when we need to pick up the car, what area we plan on staying in for that day. So making it a little bit more organized. That way when we go, I just feel like we actually have a plan versus just being there. And then obviously in the bookings and budgets, you can see like, okay, we're going to a concert, we had to pay for a rental car, how much was that per person and how much was it total. So I like to just keep track of that stuff, and it's helpful to have Notion here to do that. I feel like I have been talking forever, so I'm gonna shut up now. But thank you guys for watching my entire video. If you guys download the template and you have any questions, feel free to please put them in the comment section here, and I promise I will get to them. I really want this to be a tool, a system that you guys can utilize in your day-to-day to just help you feel a little bit more put together. I really hope you guys enjoyed this year's 2024 Notion Hub tour. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much if you have supported my channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.